thanks for staying with us. Customs continue to monitor border closure as approved by ECOWAS countries in Africa. Also on Customs report, the CG of the Nigerian Customs Service seek plots of land for facilitation of customs schools in Abuja. Plus, more report. I am Egiseme Idinye. Stay tuned. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has officially confirmed the appointment of the Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service. The current Controller General of Customs took over in June 19, 2023 in an acting capacity to replace Colonel Ahmed Ibrahim Ali, retired. His appointment takes effect from the 19th of October 2023 and his tenure is in accordance with the extant provision of the Public Service Rules as approved by government.
To start by expressing profound gratitude to His Excellency the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and all the people that God has used to make him take this decision. In the last 8 years, Customs has gone through a period of transition. Some progress has been made. We made remarkable progress in e-customs. We made a lot of breakthrough in capacity building, but then Customs can still live to its full potentials, when we bring in some kind of innovations to drive customs operations. So these are the kind of things we'll be looking forward to in the years ahead. And I've gotten the assurance of the President. We intend to come up with a number of innovations that would help to carry along those stakeholders, those partners. We're going to leverage technology. We're going to try and use those innovative technologies to break new grounds in customs operations.
Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, confirmed to perform. After barely 4 months as the Acting Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the confirmation of Adewale Adeniyi as the Substantive Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service. This was contained in the statement issued by the Director of Information, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Willie Bassi, who said the appointment takes effect from 19th October 2023. Recall that President Tinubu appointed Adeniyi on June 19, 2023 in an acting capacity to replace his predecessor, Colonel Ahmed Ibrahim Ali, retired. The statement reads, His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has approved the confirmation of the appointment of Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, as the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service. The appointment takes effect from 19th October 2023 and his tenure is in accordance with the extant provision of the Public Service Rules, PSR. The President asked him to bring his wealth of experience to bear on his new assignment.
I'm honored by the trust placed in me by our esteemed President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. This call to duty signifies a great responsibility, a responsibility to serve our nation as trade facilitators and enforcers of government policy. It is a delicate balancing act that demands professionalism, integrity, and highest ethical standards. Over the past 8 years, the Nigerian Customs Service has embarked on a journey of transformation focused on reforms, restructuring, and revenue generation. We have witnessed critical adjustments to meet the evolving needs and strategic objectives of our service. As beneficiaries and ambassadors of these reforms, many of us have played pivotal roles in training, retraining, and mentoring the future generation of customs officers. Today, we stand at the precipice of an exciting future, one that builds upon the achievements of the past and takes us even further. This administration is committed to adopting a bottom-up approach where the needs of their nation takes precedence over every other thing. We will prioritize efficiency in service delivery as the bedrock of trade facilitation and revenue generation. No longer shall encumbrances impede trade. We shall dismantle obstacles and foster a new culture of consultations and compliance. In order to achieve our objectives, it is imperative that we bridge the current human resource gap within our ranks. We recognize the importance of capacity building and career advancement for our officers. We will work diligently to implement career advancement opportunities approved by the Board of the Nigeria Customs Service by ensuring that competence remains the sole criterion for assigning responsibilities and measuring effectiveness. Our focus is on cultivating a highly skilled workforce that is equipped to face the challenges of a rapidly changing world. Staff welfare is of paramount importance to us. We acknowledge the harsh and hostile environment in which our officers and men are compelled to function. Therefore, we commit ourselves to prioritizing the welfare and well-being of our personnel by providing better remunerations, improved accommodation, life insurance, and quality health care. We aim to create an environment that supports and motivates our workforce. We understand that a well-motivated team is instrumental in achieving our aims and objectives. As we embark on this new journey, we recognize the need for collaboration and partnerships. We value the relationships we have built with our partner government agencies and, of course, the private sector.
The new custom boss, who is a core and thoroughbred customs officer, rose through the ranks up to the rank of Deputy Comptroller General, DCG, before he was appointed Acting Comptroller General. A former National Public Relations Officer of the service for more than 20 years. He is a dogged and professional custom officer with full knowledge and potentials of the customs job.
And one of the first people that came to me to congratulate me was the DG of Customs. And in his congratulatory message to me right there, he expressed willingness that we will be working together in the months ahead. And I told him, yes, we will be working together. And in the early days of my administration, I would want to pay a visit to your customs administration to demonstrate the fact that we want to renew friendship, we want to deepen the collaboration that is existing between us, and we want to find innovative solutions to the problems ahead of us. The two presidents, President Talon and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have shown the way, and that is the fact that priority will be given to relationship between us, economic relationship, trade, bilateral trade, and more importantly, the issue of border security along our common frontiers. We will be working together to achieve this mandate, but there's nothing we can do without you, our esteemed stakeholders. And this is why we have found it necessary that as we go along, as we engage with ourselves, as we reach understandings and agreements, we also want to carry you along, because you are those who are going to be implementing. You are those who are going to benefit from these agreements when we work together. So I think we will have more opportunities to talk with ourselves. It is a better strategy for us to do more listening to you, our stakeholders, since we still have enough time to engage with ourselves as customs to customs. So it's therefore, once again, my sincere gratitude on behalf of my delegation to my brother, the DG, for the wonderful organization that they have put in place, bringing all these stakeholders in this platform together to welcome us and to participate in this interactive session.
So many areas in that particular act that requires attention and full understanding of all of us. And the major issue raised by Madam Adaora is about the essence of all our policies, all our procedures, all our structures, all our initiatives speaking to the theme of trade facilitation. And I think this is why we are here. This is why we felt that we needed to bring this committee together to deliberate on those issues that relate to the implementation of the TFA agreement. So on one side, we are doing that, and we are doing it at the level of all the agencies that are in the committee. On the other hand, we are looking at our neighbor, the Republic of Benin, and we felt that we should not just ignore what is happening in that place. The reality of the situation is that many Nigerians are going there, and we don't want to lose sight of that fact. And Nigerians going there have so many implications for us. We are losing revenue, losing job, we are losing resources, and smugglers are getting daring. They want to bring in their things as much as possible. So as we are making this effort here in trade facilitation to make our port more competitive, to bring in efficiency, to reduce cost of, we are also looking at that particular side to see how can we ensure that our system do not get surchanged. How can we ensure that the processes are put in place that will allow you to do things legitimately. So we understand that when you pull one string, it affects some other places. But the collaboration we have with our colleagues, our neighboring countries, provides us the opportunity to look at all the issues holistically and ensure that Nigerian interest remains paramount. And when we are talking about vehicles that have been illegitimately smuggled imported into the country, we are looking at a revenue basket of over 500 billion naira. So if this revenue is trapped somewhere and people still continue to do it as a responsive organization, I think we needed to do something. So that explains the initiative that we are pursuing. We know that there could be some other implications, and we will be willing to take on board all the other interests that will be involved. It is still work in progress. We have the next 2-3 months to make progress, do consultations, possibly look at the legal environment, create a legal framework that will allow us to do all those things. In terms of the single window, my colleague has talked about it. But the most important thing about those issue of vehicles is that we want, as much as possible, the tax net. We want to bring all those other Nigerians who may have the willingness to patronize those ports, the opportunity to do it legitimately. Our borders have been closed. There have, in some of those places, and there have been clamor that we should review those policies in the interest of trade facilitation.
Adewale Adeniyi attended the Università Severa dell'Italiana, USI, Lugano, Switzerland, with a Masters of Arts in Communication Science, November 2013. He obtained a Bachelor of Science in International Relations at the Obafemi Awolowo University in June 1987 and attended the Modakeke High School, Modakeke, for his SSCE in June 1979. He is currently a Fellow and the Vice President of the Governing Council of the Nigeria Institute of Public Relations and member, International Public Relations Association, IPRA. He holds a national honor of Member of the Federal Republic, MFR, Distinguished Service Medal, DSM, Gold Category, and Past Staff Course, PSC+, among others.
The issue of pangolin skins and elephant tusk is a matter which transcends all, because Nigeria, it's not Nigerian law, so to say, but it's a law which are signed into. It's a convention, convention on international trade on endangered species of flora and fauna, that's plants and animals. So these are endangered species which actually, if care is not taken, will go extinct in the next 10, 15 years. So there is an international convention which was signed actually in 1973, but Nigeria ratified in 1985 under Decree 11. Now this international agreement sought to help in securing wildlife animals that are going extinct from being pushed and traded on.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service has paid official visits to the Minister of Federal Capital, Abuja. His visit is for allocation of land to enable the service construct primary and secondary schools in the city.
To see transparency, we're going to see integrity. And we believe that Nigerians will be very, very correct to look forward to see an FCT that is smart, an Abuja city that we'll be proud of as Nigerians and as Africans. So we want to really wish you the best of luck as you start this journey. Of course, alongside the Honorable Minister of State and the officers who would be assisting you to drive this vision. I talked about who work and live in FCT also come with their families. Most of the time, what we do is that they put their kids in schools around the FCT. And we all know that schools around the FCT, particularly those ones that are private, it creates a lot of pressure for our officers to keep their kids in these schools. A good number of them do not have enough access to public school, but we need education for our kids. We need very good medical provisions for them, and we are working with appropriate agencies in the FCT to ensure this is done. But Your Excellency, the customs would want to contribute our own quota to educational development in the FCT by owning our own school, both for primary and for secondary school. And one of the things that we would request as a valuable stakeholder, government, and a strategic partner for that would be the provision of adequate land for us, so that we will be able to build effectively, put up facilities to provide primary and secondary education for our families. We're trying to build an international conference center, and we also have that application. We had already written 1 or 2 letters to request a reminder and a follow-up to that.
Responding, the minister thanks the CG for his visit and assured the CG of his commitment to allocate land for facilities that will serve the service needs.
Very important. It's not only our children that go to those schools. Our own children, other people's own children will go to those schools. My policy now, before I approve land to any agency, that they will commit that will develop this land within so number of years. If it is not developed, the government, the FCT should take back their land rest assured, I'm going to approve the land for you for school. The General Counsel is there, their legal advisor is there. They have to put themselves together. You bring the application, I'll sign it and give to the Director of Lands. They make sure, Land Secretary, make sure that they give you a land that you can use. A lot of room to play. Part of the sharing of the fair allocation, you contribute. And if you don't make so much impact, it will reflect on our application. So we'll do everything possible to see that we support the customs services to achieve aims and objectives. At the end of the day, achieve the Renewed Hope agenda of Mr. President. And also thank you for the few months you have stayed. I can see the how effective and how functional.
Thank you.
I have not said that it cannot be functional, but at least you can see more actions taken. Yes, I commend your team, and they should continue to support you.
The Nigerian Customs Service has continued to implement border closure as approved by ECOWAS countries. The controller in charge of the area said that no goods will be allowed to pass through the border. He warned importers and agents to stay off the closed border until further notice.
Border closure is still in force, and we should not take it lightly. That's why I have to come myself to inform my officers and other agencies that we have to be patient with the decision of the ECOWAS. So I just come to tell us that the closure of the border is still in force. Certainly we have to retain our bail and we have to be patient. I know at the end of any tunnel there must be a light. So very soon I'm sure something is going to happen positively by God's grace. And we have to be proactive because we know all of us will know the beats around our borders. So we have to either use intel or mount patrol, either foot or motor vehicle patrol to patrol the border so that we don't have any leakage. The withdrawal of French military in Niger by December is going to make us open to all cross-border crime. So this is another reminder that we have to start getting ready before the French withdrawal from the Niger Republic.
Just before the end of this week's edition of the program Customs Report, we brought you a report where the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has officially confirmed the appointment of the Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service. For me, Igeseme Itinye, thanks for watching.